Union has taken a stand on the ICC cases against President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto.
And the AU says stop the cases at once.
Now, if the ICC will not stop these cases, the AU says Uhuru and Ruto must be allowed to choose which sessions they will attend.
This critical announcement could very well turn the tide on the Kenyan cases at The Hague.
A comprehensive insight into this developing story coming up very shortly with an incisive interview with Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen.
And as always, we are covering for you this story the way only we can.
And Rita Tinina is still at The Hague and will join her shortly for an update of what our legislators were up to today as they await the resumption of the trial. Thank you for joining us on KTN Prime.
Welcome to the program. Now, the African Union is threatening the International Criminal Court with a mass pullout from the Rome Statute. The AU has petitioned the ICC presidency to refer the Hague trials to Kenya.
And tonight, Ogina begins our bulletin in what appears to be another attempt by the African Union to exert pressure on the ICC to transfer the Kenyan cases.
The African Union is pulling strings on the Kenyan cases, blackmailing the ICC court with an en masse pullout of Africa states should the court fail to effect a referral of the Kenyan cases. AU Chairman Ethiopian Prime Minister Haile Mariam Desalegn has petitioned the ICC presidency seeking to halt the trials of President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto until its resolution during the 21st ordinary session is considered, and equally Uhuru and Ruto to pick trial sessions they want to attend. AU contends that proceeding with the trials undermines Kenya's sovereignty and its constitution. A special session of African Union heads of states has been convened for October to discuss an African pullout from the Rome Statute and Kenya's trials at the ICC. Meanwhile, the trial of the country's deputy president has unsettled Kenya's top power organ. Watching his number two in the dock in a foreign country, the trial has heartbroken the president.
Knowing how far he has come with the deputy president and knowing that promoting national cohesion and unity has always been at the heart of their approach to their politics, the president felt deeply saddened by the whole episode.
Nonetheless, President Uhuru Kenyatta maintains they will continue cooperating with the court so long as it respects the country's constitution as supreme. ICC has staggered the trials of the president and his deputy to avert a calendar clash that could have precipitated a power vacuum.
The approach of the president and deputy president to the ICC remains the same.
With Parliament approving a decision to sever ties and divorce the country from the Rome Statute, the state refrained from delving into the withdrawal bid.
Government is obviously sensitive to the voices of its people, and those voices are articulated by their duly elected representatives. But the president and his government have yet to apply themselves to that question.
Lack of witnesses to testify in case one forced the adjournment of the trial to Tuesday next week. Subsequently, Deputy President William Ruto jetted back in the country Thursday morning to a busy schedule. Straight from landing, Ruto sprang into dispensing his official duties. The Deputy President met principal secretaries in his official residence, challenging the PSs to develop achievable plans for their ministries. Ruto was later paid a courtesy call by the Burundian envoy to Kenya. Burundi affirmed its steadfast support for the country vis-a-vis the ICC trials. Burundi has petitioned the ICC to be enjoined as a friend of the court in Ruto's petition seeking to shift his trial hearings to either Kenya or Tanzania.
The ICC trials have rattled the state. This as the country's number one says he empathizes with his deputy in a process that he believes could be handled locally. Ogina, KTN, State House, Nairobi.